Hey, what's up, everyone? As I suspected, the Super Bowl was inundated with symbolism. And as Jacob Israel pointed out days ago, that this right here, the logo, I noticed it right away. A lot of people on Twitter are asking, dude, what's up with that? What's the deal? This year's been hard enough. Last year as well. Change the logo. They didn't do it. When you first look at it, and they showed the Super Bowl symbol in constantly, and they showed it during the game on the field over and over, more than I've ever seen them, and it looked like blood or fires, kind of like climate change. Really, to me, other people saw blood, other people saw fires. It looked like a CSI background, like CSI Miami or something of that nature. But there were many different logos of this game. One surrounded by a green glow, sort of an alien glow. And then they got these rappers to perform. This was not the only symbolism. Someone on Twitter actually pointed this out to Jacob on his channel. And let's see if I can get... Well, if you look at the Bengals and the Rams, if you look at their logo, it says blah. And we've seen a lot of blah, blah, blah this year. BLA, right there. Blah, blah, blah. BLA. And in the middle is the bloodbath and the fires. And what was stated, that there's that logo has a lot of fires in the middle. It looks like Los Angeles is on fire. It looks like CSI or California's on fire and there's blood everywhere. And who said blah blah blah? It was stated during those videos about climate and their bills that they want to sign. They've been wanting to sign these bills for claiming it's for the climate when it's about control. But I'll show you besides that. I noticed this advertisement came up. And it looks like a person. It looks like a man. The QR code represents like a man in the middle. And they're trying to get us to go toward that system. And Obama had what looked like a QR code on his head, a snowflake, and it said loading 2022. And 222 means awakening, but they're false awakening. And he said, thank you to all who took the shot. Thank you to all who took the thing for the... He thanked everyone and said, for doing your part, as Jacob pointed out. But this is their Super Bowl ad. This was a Super Bowl ad. And then in the end, they told people to go to Coinbase.com. It was an ad for digital currency. They said, invest now. And you notice these robots from Boston Dynamics? This commercial. And it's your cousin from Boston. It's those very strong robots. You'll notice what they said.
We're gonna live forever!
You could take that as like, oh, it's a party thing. Samuel Adams. It's a party thing, right? We're gonna live forever. But they're playing a game over there, HD screen, cameras everywhere, robotics. And then they say,
Call security.
call security. We're going to live forever. Jeff Bezos recently just stated that he has tech to make people live forever. He said, someday we're not going to die. Immortality. immortality will be real. And he said he has the key. Bezos said he has the key. He stated that a few weeks ago. Bezos said he has the key to immortality, and he's working on reversing the aging process of human cells and then uploading our consciousness so we're eternal through the cloud. Uploading our consciousness into an AI computer system where everyone is in this system, and it will help our cells to not decay and help us live forever. He claims, Jeff said he has the key very soon to immortality. He's working on it right now. Interesting. And then they point out in this commercial with all of these robots that there's just this symbolism. There's so much symbolism. And no, I'm not just reaching or searching. I see it. They have all these robots and this robotics. There's a person with a VR headset, and then there's the television where they're immersed into. And he said, we're going to live forever. You know? But I'm telling you, we're going to live forever. They got the cool guy from Boston there saying we're going to live forever, you know? Trying to tell people, say hello to your mother for me, okay? No, they're saying we're going to live forever. They're trying to push this through this technology saying we're going to live forever. It's a subliminal message right there saying that through Boston Dynamics technology here, with all this technology they've got, the robotics and AI, we're going to live forever, uploading our consciousness and stuff to the cloud. But that's what they're hinting there. They went from the QR code commercial over to this, and not only that, but if you watch the Super Bowl halftime show, they also had a robot dog commercial. They had a robot dog commercial. It was a little bit, it was telling you live fully charged. A robot dog, and they had the new commercial for the new electric vehicle, immersed in the cloud. But right before the halftime show, and then there it is. There's there's the bloodbath, and it looks like fire, and it just screams control. And then there's the universe there. Looks like we got a Pepsi. It's supposed to be like a speaker, a subwoofer, but it looks like an eye. Then there's the universe. And of course they've got right there. Look at that. Did you notice that? I noticed all that when I first saw this. It's like they're going through the universe, they're going to the earth, and then there's the electric grid. The electric grid right there from inside the earth. But then that right there, this is the guy's right hand. Like the right hand or forehead. That Obama had the forehead. Thank you for complying, he said. Thank you for taking the thing for the and all that. He said, thank you all for getting your rhymes with Pax. Thank you for getting that. And he said, thank you for complying, and all this jargon. And then he told everyone, Happy New Year. And then it zooms in to the earth, and then zooms out of California. And it's showing that, there's the electric grid. You'll see it's like, there's the electric grid, right? There's the beach ball from the Pepsi, red, white, and blue. There's the universe. There's the sun. Let's zoom into the earth. You're in Compton. And then you're in California. There's the cities. There's the riots that took place earlier this year. They had to add the riots. There's some fireworks. And then it changes into the electric grid. Flash, flash, electric grid. And out of the electric grid, it turns into a computer chip. And what's this? This is the guy's right hand. That guy's right hand. Like the right hand or forehead. And it's like the right hand is his DNA. There's the hand design. Look at that. It's his right hand. You can't get any plainer. It's his right hand. And there he's putting his right hand down. It's turning red. And then it happens. Now he's controlling the music system. And then it shows him going on stage. But the wall is a bunch of QR code designs. Right there by underneath his, right in front of his knees, that's a QR code design. It was all intricately done. Very, very intricately done. And then the code that was on his hand, the circuitry, the circuit designs that were on his hand a moment ago, that was originally the Earth's power grid, or the internet grid, the smart grid, and then was originally the universe, is now the circuitry. You see all these circuits, everything. It's the circuitry. They had all those QR code commercials saying go to a digital form of currency. And then, I couldn't find it, but they had a bunch of Superbowl ads. And they had one ad where the people put themselves into this coin system. They signed up to this crypto coin based system, and then they all floated, and then they formed a like button. They formed a like, thumbs up. Everyone was floating to the heavens and just floating because they joined this cryptocurrency system and put themselves in the cloud. And I thought to myself, what does that have to do with the Super Bowl? What does that have to do with crypto? How are you going to be floating? How are you going to be just in bliss and peace and floating? And they showed the world coming together. They said the whole planet, they showed the entire planet coming together peacefully. And they said we can come together through crypto. And I was just like, what? And they showed people floating and forming a like button. But then they went over to the Super Bowl and they had a robot advertisement. And they said, we're going to live forever. It was a hint. Then they went over and saw this. You saw this guy's right hand. It was Dr. Dre, and there's his right hand. And it's the universe, the earth, the power grid, and then the circuitry. Then you saw the computer circuitry in the guy's right hand for transhumanism. And then there was even a commercial where when they started out immediately, when she was singing the national anthem, she turned into a hologram. She turned into a hologram. The person singing the national anthem turned into a hologram. And then it went over to this. And you'll notice throughout the entire thing, they had people dressed all alike. You'll see eventually people were just suddenly dressed all alike. There's the computer circuitry again, but also looks like the power grid. On Earth at night, the roads and the buildings, but it also looks like circuitry. And then there's everyone rising up out of these boxes in uniform, unison. They all look alike. They're wearing the same clothes. There's unity. In the end, there's unity and everyone looks alike. And they're inside this computer circuitry. They're inside the computer board. And they're coming out of the box. And they're all in there, all in that computer circuit board. And what was that? What was that you saw in the middle of the computer circuit board? Which Obama also had similar to. What's that? A snowflake. Did you notice the snowflake? Look at that. Look right there. Snowflake. They bowed down right there. All of them are bowing down. They're taking a knee. They're all taking a knee. They're bowing to the circuit board. This is so creepy. It's so obvious. Where's the brush? They're bowing down. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them. There's 6 lines there. But there's one main one there, and one right there. I wonder if that represents anything. There's one guy there at the top, one guy down there at the bottom. 6 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I wonder what that means. It's just interesting. Let's see what we got here. There's 6 lines, and there's 2 guys right there. Like a I don't know. But you see the circuit board, you see the circuitry in the middle, then they're bowing down to the middle of the circuit board. They're bowing down to it, like worship the beast system. Worship the system. Then they rise back up. They walk around, but they walked in uniform. There's no accident here, so let's see what this is all about. What do they form? Let's see what they form. Then they all stand in a military stance. And it looks like they're taking their sword, and putting it down and stabbing something. It looks ritualistic. Right there, the arrows are drawn. Watch the guys in the back there. They're drawing their arrows. Looks like they're going to shoot. And they're moving them and pointing them. What are they pointing their arrows at? That guy on the back right there, in the middle there, looks like he's just got an angry, hateful look on his face. And the guy in the back left, why so angry? Why does this guy and this guy, they look like they're filled with hate and anger. And these guys are pointing their arrows. Why are they pointing their arrows? What are they pointing their arrows at? And why are those guys on each side so angry? And I didn't even notice this. There's a bunch of people in a prayer meditation stance in around that circuit board where they're doing their ritual, and they're wearing hoodies, and they've got energy. They've got like a chi energy. All of them have lights. They all have lights in their palms, in the middle of their hands. Look at that. You see everyone, all these people here? They've got lights in the middle of their hands, as though they are doing some sort of a ritual. They're doing some kind of ritual. It looks as though it's lighting up in between their palms, between their hands, and they're doing a meditation ritual all around the circuit board. It doesn't just look like a halftime show. All these things just seem like a ritual. And then he's standing up right there. It looks like some kind of a building, but it looks like a power grid. It looks like a backup generator building. Everything. See, look at these individuals. I see. Wow. So, look what's on their... This is on her right arm. Right there. Right arm, right there. They have something around their wrist on their right arm. Like the right arm or forehead. right arm or forehead, and the light is illuminating onto their face. It's illuminating their face. They're putting their arms together like a ritual, and they've got these smart devices, or whatever those are, on their wrist. But particularly, most of them you see insinuate the right wrist. Right arm, forehead. And even that band right there looks like a smart headband. And everyone's doing some sort of ritual. They've got their arms together like some kind of Chinese chi or something. This person has one on their right and left arm. That woman there has one just on her left arm, and it's shining toward her face. The one on the right has one on the right arm. This one looks like on the left, she has it on her right and left arm. And then Eminem emerges. Yeah, good beats, good song. Now part of that thing he's standing on is destroyed. But whatever they're wearing, it's meant to illuminate the stage, yes. But then they have these individuals running up to the stage. They're all wearing unison. They're all wearing the same thing, like we're all one. We're all going to wear the same thing. And then they go back out at the very end. There's the solar panels. And then they go out to the grid, back out into the universe, and it starts all over. Lots of symbolism. Did you see it? Signing out.